video, I'm just going to go through the different points of making my film posters. I've made 3, and then from those 3 I developed it and made my final one, which you see on my blog. First of all, there's this one, which was my first idea. I wanted to use sort of the split down the middle to create 2 sides of the story, and also have the third bit at the bottom down here to emphasise the sort of third what's it called, a love triangle, rule of 3. And obviously the unconventional truth, I wanted unconventional in red because it sort of stood out, although in this one it's not that clear because of her face. And also I think personally in this one, it was only a first idea, but they are too bright, like the characters are too bright, and also I've got the names at the top, but I haven't got any small print or anything like that. So the next one that I designed was this one, and this one's I feel is a bit better because I did the hue and the saturation and contrast and brightness on especially this bit, and it made the shadow effect a lot more effective without having to like actually physically with the paintbrush put a bit down the middle. In this one I didn't put unconventional in red, I put truth in red, which I thought it made it stand out again. And personally I think there's a little bit too much space up here. I could make the image a bit bigger, but in this one I've got the small print, they're sort of coming soon in the Dark Knight Productions and stuff. And then finally, if I can find it, no, is that one? This one? It'll be one of these. And then finally I did this one. I wanted to sort of experiment, and in this one I've got just the 2 characters. I made her a bit darker just to sort of emphasise the fact that she's sort of like the one you're not so sure about. Although Jake does look quite sort of sinister in this image. Again, like I said, I changed it around, so I made unconventional red again, and but this time I made it split in between them to sort of split the two sides of the story. I put the actors' names down here, and also put the Dark Knight, the website, and the coming soon up here, but I kept the small print at the bottom because that's where you usually find it, sort of central bottom. So that's the bit I just didn't want to change. I wanted to experiment with everything else, but other than that I wanted to keep the thing the same. But you may have already seen it, may have not, but I'm just going to get, these are all the images I took, well, we took as a group to sort of come up with our posters. Yeah, we took them all together. But the one that my final poster, this one I think, yeah, this is my final poster that I came up with. I added in the slogan. I kept the small print down the bottom just because obviously I've just mentioned that's where I feel it's best to go. I put the Dark Knight Productions as well, and I took out the coming soon because although you do find that on film posters, I think that it didn't look quite right because I did have it here, but it didn't look quite right. I changed the font a bit, but I kept the font for the tragedy, like the heart, truth, etc., and unconventional, and the actors' names up here, all the same font. And I added the red bits in just to add a little bit more colour to the page. I didn't want too much colour, but like I said, I added sort of the bits of colour in, just to emphasise certain bits. I've got heart, tragedy, and unconventional, so the link between the 3 words is quite key, and I wanted that to sort of stand out. As you can see down here, I've got loads and loads of layers, which are all sort of different if you like take them out. This is why Photoshop is so good, because you can take out the different layers and see what needs changing. But yeah, this is my final poster, and I think I really like it. Personally, I liked all of these, but I really did like that sort of effect. But my original plan was to have the split down the middle, and it's just with this one, unlike this one, it's a bit basic and not brilliant, to be fair. But unlike that, with this one, I really used the tools that Photoshop enabled me to use to create this, which I really feel, it was definitely my best bit of work.